Hi everyone. Hola, bienvenidos. Esto es nuestra primera lectura, our first lecture. Vamos a hablar del curso un poquito. For this video, I will be speaking mostly in English. Most of our course will be about 80-20 Spanish to English, but this one will be primarily English because it's really just to get to know the course lecture. So that's me. I'm Ellen. You're going to get to know me today. We're going to talk a little bit about the syllabus, and we'll talk about the Google form. Let's get started. A little bit about me. This is my third year teaching this course at Northwestern Health Sciences. This is a part-time job for me. I'm an adjunct professor. I also have a day job. I teach for the Hopkins School District. I teach English as a second language there. The school I teach at is called Alice Smith, and I teach at an elementary school. I don't know if I said that. My students are kindergarten through 6th grade, and I work with kids who speak lots of different languages, not just Spanish. But Spanish does come in handy in my job. So during the daytime, if you're trying to get a hold of me, you can definitely send an email. I do have email on my phone. I'll see it at work. But if I don't respond to you during the daytime hours, that might be why. So most of the time I'll respond to your emails when I get home from work. I did my undergraduate at University of Wisconsin-River Falls. I'm originally from New Richmond, Wisconsin. You'll see that I have a Wisconsin cell phone number on the syllabus. And then I did my master's through Concordia College Moorhead. I have a master's in world language education. At home, this is my husband and I. We live in St. Paul. He works in solar. And he is from Oaxaca, Mexico. So we are a bilingual home, about half and half. And we both speak both languages. My history with the Spanish language, I started studying it when I was in middle school, became really interested in it, and my senior year of high school, I became an exchange student in Ecuador. I lived there for about 6 months with a family. I got to travel around a bit, and then more recently, I have ties to Mexico through my husband. I also did a little bit of time in Guadalajara in 2015 before I met him. So I know that part of Mexico as well. But he's from Oaxaca. Oaxaca's in the south of Mexico. And in Oaxaca, we have lots of family, and we have a home there. So sometimes you'll hear me talking about my husband. His name is, in Spanish, Abel or Abelino, and in English, he goes by Abel. And sometimes he helps me out if I get stumped on a word or something. Let's go ahead and shift over to the syllabus. Let's see, I can make this bigger. This is the syllabus. You'll find it on Moodle. Please let me know if you see an error. That's always helpful because it's nice to have an extra set of eyes on it. So this is basic information. This is my contact information, the department chair of Social Sciences and Humanities, a course description. That is strange. Sorry. The course objectives are here, and the university objectives were above. Oh yeah, I don't like that. University learning outcomes. The course format, it's an asynchronous class with the exception of our 2 oral exams, which I would hope we can do via Teams as I've done them in the past. They're only 15 minutes, and I'm really flexible with my time to get those in. We'll talk a little bit more about it in a little bit, but if that doesn't work, we can definitely do a phone call too. This is going to be pretty straightforward information. You're going to need this textbook. You are going to need to be working quite a bit outside of it's all on your own. So it's going to take at least 4 to 6 hours a week. These are a couple other just translation, kind of dictionary type websites that are helpful. I also do use Google Translate. I didn't put it on here because it's just so well known. The only thing that I will say is that it's really important that you are not taking an entire document written in English and translating it into Spanish. It's super obvious to people who speak Spanish when people do that, and so if you need to get a word or 2 words, that's fine. But if I see that people are using translators for an entire document, you will get a 0 on that assignment. Course requirements, please just check your email, stay in contact if things come up. You are expected to be doing the work. One part of note here is that if you haven't been active in our course for 2 weeks or more, you'll be deducted on participation points, and if it becomes more of an issue, we do have a policy at the university where I'll have to alert administration to just make sure things are okay. This is the breakdown of our assignments. And what was the last thing? Sorry. This is the types of assignments. You'll have quizzes just about every week. You'll have recordings, which sometimes it's just an oral component, and sometimes it's oral and written. Oral exams, there's 2 of them. They're 15 minutes each, just me and you, and we just are having a conversation, me as the patient, you guys as the physician. And then you'll watch lecture videos by me, and then there are lessons that are done. They were in the course when I acquired it from the previous professor, and they're well made, so I'm going to leave them there. But you'll notice that someone else is speaking in those. They just get a deeper dive into that stuff as well. So the lecture and the lesson, sometimes a little bit of that will overlap, but I think it's valuable. And then the final project is called a Teatro de Salud, and it means that translates to a health skit, basically, or a theater performance, basically. This is important, when I'm grading your written work, I'm looking for spelling, grammar, accent marks, and I start to take off half points. And then pronunciation is graded on intelligibility. So if I don't understand what you're saying, you'll get points marked off for that. Those of you that are having an issue with that, you should be coming to office hours on Tuesday nights, from 6 to 7. And that, where did I write that down? I'll send out an invite to that. Sorry, my mother. Okay. Wait, what was that last thing? Course policies. Just let me, stay in contact with me. You need to have your internet. If you don't have internet or have issues, contact IT or student affairs so they can help. And just, be transparent with me and I'll be transparent with you. Late work, kind of same thing. Let me know if things come up. I know things come up. That's just how it happens every year. But if things are late without my knowledge of it and my prior approval, you'll be deducted. So just, keep me in the loop. Expecting academic integrity. You guys can read through these things on your own. If you need help with writing, it might be a little bit more challenging because it's in Spanish, but let me know and I can help as well. There's some information on disability services if you need that. Again, let me know so that I can make accommodations for you. And the last day to drop this course with the W is March 3rd. This is our schedule. So the way it's laid out is the start of that week. You'll see what the date is of the start and then what kind of things we're going to be talking about, but your kind of meat and potatoes of this is going to be over on this side. So you'll see what day I want things done by. Here it's this one, week 1 is on the 5th. It's just one day after the start of the course, but all you're doing is really filling out a Google form for me about yourself and then about oral exam information. So it should be really easy. And then you'll have a week to do these things. Again, Tuesday nights are when I'll have like what I call conversation sessions or office hours, and you can pop in and ask questions and I do that kind of intentionally in the middle of the week, our academic week. That way, if you're confused about something, you don't need to submit it without checking with me first. So yeah, that's the information. Let me know if you have questions about that. Everything is going to be on Moodle, so we'll go ahead and look at that real quick before we finish up here. So, SPA 1000, Spanish for Health Professionals. I am not a huge fan of the toolbar on the side. You can use it if you like, but I feel like it's actually a little bit easier when it's expanded. So, this is just general course information. Week 1 here, I want you to do this Google form, which I have linked. Week 2, this will be up here in like a day or two. And most weeks are available to you 2 weeks in advance. So right now we're looking at this from my point of view. Actually, we should probably, I know there's a way I can do it. Oh, never mind. Okay. Go back. All right. Sorry. I should not play around with it when I'm recording. Anyway, everything here, so it's in the same order. So you read, obviously that's not linked here because that's your book. You'll watch the lecture. You'll read an article here. You'll do a lesson on Spanish nouns. You'll do another lesson on reading and pronouncing Spanish. Just, a point of note, these lessons, that's what I said that I kind of inherited from the last professor, and some of them have graded elements to them, so it is important that you do it, and it's just really good practice. And then most weeks have a quiz, and it's correlating with all of this information. One note I would say is it's okay to have your book open, and it's okay to have like your article, like that's fine. I'm not in nowhere. These aren't exams, so they're just quizzes. And so like if you want to keep this article open or print it out next to you, it might help you. So, excuse me. That's kind of it. If you have questions, and then of course, you guys know how Moodle works. You can check your grades here. And navigate to the different sections. So yeah, let me know if you guys have questions about the course. Send me an email if you want. And then the form, I should just quick show you that. Sorry. This is the form that you guys will fill out for me. Just a name. I'd like, if you don't want to go by whatever it says on Moodle, will you let me know that? And then pronouns, desired occupation after graduation. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then let me actually go here quick and look at the edited version. There is a second page at the bottom, which I'm not going to be able to go to unless I fill it out. This is about the oral exam. And so what I'm looking for is like, can you do it on Teams? Do you want to do it over the phone? And then in the syllabus, it says that we're doing those oral exams. Sorry, where are they? Here they are. On the 31st and the 21st. If those dates don't work for you, not a big deal. We can do it before or after, kind of whatever works for you. It just needs to get done. So as far as like, did this get done on time? Like, we need it to be done like within a week, I'd say, but not necessarily like on this date. If you work or something, like this is an asynchronous course, and I know I'm asking something that goes beyond that, so I'm flexible. Let me know what days of the week would work. They would have to be nights. If it is during the day, I do have like a little bit of time in the morning or at my lunch hour, so that's fine too. Just indicate some of that information down here if you have that. All right, great. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching this video and for being in this course. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you.